Hello everyone and welcome to AWS Machine Learning Services Decision Guide. So this lecture is super important. It's basically your cheat sheet for AWS Machine Learning Services. I am going to summarize all the different ML services that AWS offers, which will greatly help you in the exam. Exam will test you to pick the right ML service or will try to confuse you into choosing between similar sounding ML services. Once you finish this lecture, you will understand the key differences between these services. You will be able to look at an exam question and confidently pick the correct ML service without falling for the tricky options that they throw at you. So, table of contents. So, this lecture will contain ML service types, primary functions, and service model and management, input-output data types. So, the services that I will be covering will be Amazon Augmented AI, Amazon Bedrock, Amazon CodeGuru, Amazon Comprehend, Amazon Comprehend Medical, Amazon DevOps Guru, Amazon Fraud Detector, AWS Health Lake, Amazon Kendra, Amazon Lex, Amazon Lookout for Equipment, Amazon Lookout for Matrix, Amazon Lookout for Vision, Amazon Mechanical Turk, Amazon Personalize, Amazon Poly, Amazon Q, Amazon Recognition, Amazon SageMaker, Amazon Textract, Amazon Transcribe, Amazon Translate, AWS Deep Learning AMIs, and Amazon Forecast. So first, ML service types and their primary functions. So first we have Amazon Augmented AI, A2I. The category is human in the loop. Primary function and purpose is human review workflows for ML predictions. ML approaches human review. Next, Amazon Bedrock. This is generative AI. You access foundation models via the API, and the ML approaches to offer foundation models from OpenAI and Anthropic like Claude and all. Amazon CodeGuru. Service category is MLOps, developer tools. Primary function and purpose is code quality analysis and performance optimization. ML approaches pre-trained models. Next, we have Amazon Comprehend. The service category is natural language processing. Primary function and purpose is text analysis, sentiment entity extraction. ML approaches pre-trained models. Next, Amazon Comprehend Medical. Service category is industry specific ML. Primary function and purpose is medical text analysis and entity extraction. ML approaches pre-trained models. Amazon DevOps Guru. Service category is MLOps and operations. Primary function, operational anomaly detection and insights. ML approach pre-trained models. Next, Amazon Fraud Detector. It offers predictive analytics. Primary function and purpose is online fraud detection. The ML approach is automatic ML plus custom training. Next, we have AWS Health Lake. This is industry specific machine learning. The primary function and purpose is healthcare data storage and analytics, and FHIR is a standard. It stands for Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resources. The ML approaches, it's a platform as a service. Amazon Kendra. Category is search and retrieval. Primary function and purpose is intelligent enterprise search. ML approaches pre-trained models. Next, we have Amazon Lex. The service category is speech AI. Primary function and purpose is conversational interfaces and chatbots, and machine learning approaches pre-trained models. Next, Amazon Lookout for Equipment. Service category is predictive analytics. Primary function and purpose is industrial equipment monitoring. ML approaches automatic ML, auto ML. Amazon Lookout for Matrix. Category is predictive analytics. Primary function, business matrix anomaly detection, but this is being discontinued from October 2025. So this may show up in exam, but currently it is discontinued. ML approach is auto ML. Next, we have Amazon Lookout for Vision. Service category is computer vision. Primary function and purpose is manufacturing defect detection. ML approaches custom model training. Then we have Amazon Mechanical Turk. Service category is human in the loop. Primary function and purpose is crowdsourcing marketplace for human tasks, and ML approaches marketplace crowdsourcing. Amazon Personalize. This is a predictive analytics service category. Primary function and purpose is personalized recommendations, and ML approach is AutoML. Next, we have Amazon Polly, which is a speech AI service. Primary function and purpose is text to speech synthesis. ML approach is pre-trained models. Then we have Amazon Q. This is a generative AI service. Primary function and purpose is AI powered enterprise assistant. And ML approaches, it offers foundation models. Amazon recognition. Service categories, computer vision. Primary function and purpose is image and video analysis. ML approaches, pre-trained models. Then we have Amazon SageMaker. Service categories, MLOps and model development. Primary function and purpose is end-to-end ML platform for custom models. And ML approaches, full custom training. Amazon Textract. Service categories, computer vision. Primary function or purpose is document, text and data extraction. ML approaches, pre-trained models. Then we have Amazon Transcribe, which is a speech AI service. Primary function is speech to text transcription. ML approaches, pre-trained models. Then we have Amazon Translate, which is a natural language processing service. Primary function or the purpose is language translation, and the ML approach is pre-trained models. Then we have AWS Deep Learning AMIs. Service category is infrastructure service, and the primary function or purpose is pre-configured ML environments. ML approach is infrastructure. And lastly, we have Amazon Forecast, which is a predictive analytics service. Primary function is time series forecasting. ML approaches, AutoML. Next set of category it will be service model and management. So we have service name, service model, ML expertise required, and setup and deployment complexity. So first, Amazon A2I, which is a fully managed API. So there will be low ML expertise required because it's fully managed API. And setup and deployment complexity will be moderate configuration because you have to set up workflows. Then Amazon Bedrock, which is a fully managed API, low ML expertise required, and you need simple API calls. Amazon CodeGo, which is again fully managed API, you need low ML expertise, and it offers simple integration with repositories. Then we have Amazon Comprehend, which is again a fully managed API. You need low ML expertise, and setup and deployment complexity is simple API calls. Amazon Comprehend Medical, which is a fully managed API, which is with low ML expertise required, and you need simple API calls. Amazon DevOps Crew, this is again fully managed API, and you have low ML expertise requirement, and setup and deployment complexity is moderate configuration. And so you have to do something like resource selection and all. Amazon Fraud Detector, which is again fully managed API. This requires at least a medium level of ML expertise, and setup and deployment complexity is moderate configuration because you have to do some model training. AWS Health Lake, which is a platform service, you need medium ML expertise, and setup and deployment complexity is complex because there is a FHIR, data transformation, and FHIR is again fast healthcare interoperability resources. Next is Amazon Kendra, which is a fully managed API. You need low ML expertise, and setup and deployment complexity involves moderate configuration, like you have to configure the data connectors. Next, we have Amazon Lex, which is a fully managed API. ML expertise required will be low to medium. Setup and deployment complexity will be moderate configuration because you have to do some kind of a intent design. Then Amazon Lookout for Equipment, which is a fully managed API, and this needs low ML expertise. Setup and deployment complexity is moderate configuration. You have to configure sensor data. Amazon Lookout for Metrics, fully managed API with low ML expertise required, and you need moderate configurations because you have to configure data sources. Next comes Amazon Lookout for Vision, which is a fully managed API. You need low ML expertise, and setup and deployment complexity is simple. You need some kind of 30 images for training the lookout for vision service. Amazon Mechanical Turk service model is marketplace and crowdsourcing. You need low ML expertise required. Setup and deployment complexity involves moderate configuration where you have to do a task design. Amazon Personalize, it's a fully managed API. You need low to medium ML expertise. Setup and deployment complexity is moderate configuration and you have to have some kind of data preparation. Amazon Poly, which is fully managed API and that it requires low ML expertise. Basically, you have just simple API calls to use this service. Amazon Q, which is again fully managed API with low ML expertise requirements. Setup and deployment complexity is simple. Basically, you will configure data source connections. Next, Amazon Recognition, which is a fully managed API. It needs low ML expertise and you just have simple API calls. Next, we have Amazon SageMaker, which is a platform service. It requires high ML expertise. Setup and deployment complexity involves complex infrastructure and instance management. Amazon Textract, which is a fully managed API with low ML expertise requirement as it requires only simple API calls. Amazon Transcribe, which is a fully managed API with low ML expertise requirement because it needs simple API calls. Amazon Translate, which is a fully managed API with low ML expertise requirement because it involves simple API calls. AWS Deep Learning AMIs, which is an infrastructure service and it needs high ML expertise. Setup and deployment complexity involves complex because you have environment configurations and all. Next, we have Amazon Forecast, which is again a fully managed API, but it needs low to medium ML expertise. Setup and deployment complexity involves moderate configuration where you have to do some kind of a data preparation. Lastly, we have input, output, data types. So we have service name, primary input types, output format and supported languages or formats. First, Amazon A2I and the input types are you can feed in images, text and documents. Output will be JSON response with review results. Supported languages or formats are not applicable because it passes through the base service. Amazon Bedrock, primary input types will be text prompts, output format will be text images and that depends on the model also. Supported languages and formats are multiple languages and it depends on model also. Next we have Amazon Code Guru, primary input types will be like source code, it can be Java, Python, JavaScript. Output format will be JSON recommendations. Supported languages and formats are Java, Python and JavaScript. Amazon Comprehend, primary input types are text. Output format will be JSON and that will JSON output. It includes entities, sentiment and key phrases. Supported languages and formats, it supports 12 plus languages. Amazon Comprehend Medical, primary input type will be medical text. Output format will be JSON and this is medical entities and PHI personal health data. Supported languages and formats are English, US only. Amazon DevOps Group, input types will be AWS metrics and logs. Output format will be JSON insights and recommendations. Supported languages and formats, it's not applicable because it deals with metric data. Next we have Amazon Fraud Detector, which is primary input types will be structured event data. Output format will be JSON fraud score and outcome. Supported languages and formats are not applicable because it deals with structured data. Then AWS Health Lake, input types will be FHIR resources, which is again fast healthcare interoperability resources. Output format will be FHIR resources and output will be like JSON or XML and it deals only with FHIR R4, which is release 4 standard. Next we have Amazon Kendra, primary input types will be documents. So you can configure 40 plus data sources. Output format will be JSON ranked results with excerpts. Supported languages and formats are 45 plus languages. Next we have Amazon Lex, input types will be text or audio. Output format will be text responses and audio. Supported languages are 20 plus languages. Amazon Lookout for equipment. Primary input types is sensor, time series data, or it could be CSV also. Output format is JSON anomaly predictions. Supported languages are not applicable in this case because it deals with time series data. Amazon Lookout for metrics. It primary input types is time series metrics. Output format is JSON anomaly alerts. Supported languages and formats are not applicable because it deals with metrics. Next, we have Amazon Lookout for vision. Primary input types is images. It can be JPEG, PNG. Output format is JSON anomaly classification. Supported languages and formats are not applicable because it deals with images. Next, we have Amazon Mechanical Turk. And primary input types is any format. It depends on the task. Output format is again depends on the task, and supported languages and formats is any because a global or it accepts all the global languages. Next, we have Amazon Personalize. Primary input types is interactions, items, users, and that data could be in CSV or JSON. Output format will be JSON recommendations. Supported languages not applicable because it deals with IDs and metadata. Next, we have Amazon Poly, which takes primary input types as text. Output format will be audio file. It could be MP3, OGG, or PCM. Supported languages and formats are 60 plus languages with 30 plus neural voices. Next, we have Amazon Q, which takes text query as primary input types. Output format will be text responses with citations. Supported languages and formats are it supports multiple languages. Next, we have Amazon Recognition. Primary input types are images and videos. Output format are JSON, and it includes labels, faces, text, and objects. Supported languages and formats are text detection, and it supports 50 plus languages. Next, we have Amazon SageMaker. Primary input types is custom, any format. Output format is again custom, and that depends on model also. Supported languages and formats are custom. Amazon Textract. Primary input types are documents, images. Images can be PDF, PNG, JPEG, or TIFF. Output format JSON, and that includes text, forms, and tables. Supported languages and formats supported are it supports 100 plus languages. Next, we have Amazon Transcribe. Primary input types are audio, and that includes MP3, MP4, WAV, and FLAC. Output format is JSON transcript. Supported languages and formats are it supports 100 plus languages. Amazon Translate. Primary input types is text. Output format is translated text. Supported languages and formats are it supports 75 languages and 5,550 language pairs. So there are 75. So if you just pair it with different combination, the total will come around 5,550. Next, we have AWS Deep Learning AMIs. Primary input types are custom, so it depends on the framework. Output format is again custom, it depends on the framework. Supported languages and formats supported are not applicable because it's an infrastructure service. And lastly, we have Amazon Forecast. Primary input types is time series data, and it could be in CSV. Output format is JSON forecast. Supported languages and formats are not applicable because it deals with numerical data. And that's all. Thanks for watching.